Hello everyone, and we are back for another episode of Fire Emblem Thracia 776 Promotionless. Remember to subscribe if you like what you see, and let's get into it. Sorry for the bit of a late episode today, I had to deal with stressful things. But I should be good to go now. First things first, I have a bunch of mounted units down here to rescue these villagers. And Karen and Dean are going to be doing village duty, because there are some resources I would like to get, as you can imagine. So speed ring, and let's see. This is the one I wanted to avoid, because one of these has the pure water that I would rather just skip than actually get. Okay, so we got the heal, because getting it takes up a turn. So let's see. So now, we have these fellas. So we can just warp on over. Miranda. Yeah, and then that will pretty much be the final thing we'll actually be doing for this episode. Besides what comes next, which is just rescuing Miranda out of there. We get this fella with Miranda, ain't that fun? Look at that. A in both things. Leadership star. The cost. Decent speed, pretty cool guy. Yeah, pretty nice guy to have actually. Pretty long map as you can tell, not much actual fighting going on though. So now we'll just rescue Miranda. And then rescue them. Rescuing is good because you can get them both back for one staff use. So let's just do that. And yep, there is Connemore. And that is pretty much it. Ooh, a movement star. Not much else to do though. And now, to complete this turn, and pretty much the strategy in general, we get these kids, and we move them. And we get a Master Seal for this, which I can sell for money, as you can imagine. Alright, Callion, get that kid. Is that it? Were there only 4 of them? And so there is. Alrighty then. Keep moving forward then. Yeah, so guess we'll talk about something else then. I had to deal with college stuff this morning, signing up for classes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to do my physics lab, because I'd have to go in person for that, and given the circumstances, that's obviously not something I'm very keen on doing. But if I don't, that would set behind my schedule a lot, so I'm just not sure what to do in these trying times. But I'm sure I'll figure something out. Yeah. I'm thinking about making a long video about what constitutes a bad unit, but it sounds like a lot of effort and like I'd have to edit it. I don't know. Like, what makes a good unit? What's a good unit? What's a bad unit? What's not a unit at all? I don't know. Bad units, I think good versus bad units is like talked about way too much for what Fire Emblem is, because like in a fighting game, talking about it a lot makes sense since it's like a fighting game, right? You want to know who's good, you want to know who's bad, but like in a game like Fire Emblem, it's just a single player RPG, right? You know, if I wanted to, I could be using Hicks right now, you know, and that's the entire thing, you know, with Mathis. People call him bad, but like he starts out the javelins, and like you can javelin in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, and you can just get him to Rider's Bane easily. But like he's still relatively worse than the rest of the cast. But it's a single player RPG where I can deduce the enemy's patterns, so it's not like using a unit with perfect stats is holding me back that much, you know. You can still easily beat FE6 if you use the first Knight's Crest on Boris and the first Hero's Crest on Gonzalez. Like, I guess it matters for like LTC runs and stuff, but like I kind of hate LTC as a format, because I'm gonna be honest, I like training my units up, I like giving them an XP, I just like hanging out with the units for a while, I like training them, I like experiencing their growth and stuff, I like making a story out of it. But Yeah, I know. I mean, LTC is fun to watch, but I just hate playing it personally. It feels so impersonal. Alright, I guess all those guys are, all the green units are dead. That's neat. Well, not all of them. There's still a couple left around. Alright, those villages are getting gotten right there, but they didn't have anything that good anyway. Like a killer lance and a silver sword, something we'll hardly ever use. So I'm not too concerned about it. And now Ada can get the heal tome that's right here. And now I'm going to use the life ring on Safi. Because her fatigue was going to be annoying, so this will help her get fatigued less often. So that'll be fun. And Dean and, you know, Karen can just keep moving on up. These thieves are non-hostile, so, yep. Keep getting the villagers up. Fun times, folks. This chapter is kind of just a nothing chapter. It's going to take like 10 minutes to beat, though. And uploading this and the next defense chapter in one day would be a bit much, since like that defense chapter is going to require a lot of effort and brain power to beat. Yeah, but that's next time. This is this episode anyway. And bad units, like, when it comes to bad units, it can be a bit disheartening to go on forums and hear that your favorite, this unit sucks, but you know, at the end of the day, this is a game series where you can pretty much do whatever the hell you want, you know? Like, this is quote-unquote the hardest game in the series, even though that's actually Fire Emblem 12. And, like, last run I beat it by, like, giving Marty Paragon and completely training up Kane from the ground up by scroll spamming him. Like, sure, some units are better than others, but, like, it doesn't matter is the main point I'm trying to make here. It really doesn't matter at all. Unless you're, like, specifically going for ranks, then, which, yeah, you can do what you want. And, you know, I'm saying, you know, I'm not discounting your opinion if you like units because they're goods. You know, you don't have to like a unit for their character. Tier, well, I don't want to call it tier whoring, but, like, tier maining is completely fine. It's just not what I prefer. And I think it's an opinion that gets taken a little bit too seriously at times within certain communities. Yeah, like, same with Pokemon, you know, well, no, not really, because with Pokemon, when people say Pokemon's good, they're mostly just talking about competitively, which, yeah, then you would want to use the good ones. I'm kind of glad I got out of singles this generation. I mostly played VGC with Sir Fetched, but, like, I stopped playing months ago since I'm not a big fan of Swish, but, like, I checked the singles top usage stats today, and Clefable is the #1 used mon, and, like, Toxapex is top 10. That just seems like the most unfun meta in the world. So I'm glad I'm no part of it. You know, wonder what these thief guys are doing. Wonder what these thief guys are doing. One of those bow knights is hanging in there, so that's neat. Iron sword, iron sword. Karen, get me sustenance. Oh, no, never mind, that's a bad idea. Pure water, whatever. That's a whatever moment right there. Both of these villages are closed up. You have the wind and the heal. Nice, nice, nice. Connemore is right here. I guess we can start evacuating now that mostly everyone's here. Forgive me for leaving your side, Prince Leaf. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, and yeah. As I said in this chapter, you're really just moving the up key on your units. Not that hard of a task to do. That other guy, though, had a leadership star, which I think I forgot to bring up when I was reviewing him. Yeah. Speaking of good units, that unit review series is kind of a parody of, you know, what, I don't want to say his name, but Mecha and that other guy did. You know, where it's like, 5 out of 5 stars, yada yada. It's just a play on that, if you couldn't tell. But I've been having fun with it so far. Kind of hard to be consistently funny and make up jokes for units, though. Like, Boris has the chin, obviously, that was easy to make fun of, but if you review someone like, I don't know, Tomas, that's foreshadowing, by the way, the next unit review is Tomas, then you kind of have to get creative with it. And, you know, being funny's hard. Like, in commentary, being funny on the moment is easier, like, haha, wow, Xavier, like that rant I did on Xavier yesterday, while he was talking calm and like a bitch, you know, that was just spontaneous. But with these unit reviews, you kind of have to like plan it out. I haven't really done a scripted video yet, like the Mathis reviews. I had to do a couple of retakes on some of the lines because they were bad recordings. But other than that, like, the thing is, I want to make a scripted video. Like, what's bad map design? What's a bad unit? But, like, that would just require a monumental amount of effort and video editing, and, like, only a couple people would watch it. It's just, I'm kind of fine just doing Let's Plays and my short form jokes right now, but maybe in the future I'll expand upon that. You know, if I get 100 subs, I'll read the Bernadetta copy pasta as the unit review, so hey, if you want to share this with your friends, maybe get them to subscribe to little old 5 points, that's some good motivation for you. Anyway, we're pretty much wrapped up with this chapter. You know, like I said, you know, that thing, you know, I wasn't planning to be funny there, that was just something my brain said, and who knows, maybe it wasn't even funny, maybe you just thought it was a stupid dumb thing I did, I don't know. It's just part of my goofy personality, I guess. Getting real introspective on a Fire Emblem Thracia 776 Let's Play today, aren't we? Well, mostly because there's nothing to do in this chapter. But yeah. Safi, 24 HP now, pretty good. She can just leave now. Next chapter is going to be the doozy, though. We won't be able to just, like, defend like we did in the first chapter with that stuff. We'll have to, like, actively pursue a certain enemy and, like, keep guys out of ballista range. It's just so... It's an experience, I'll tell you that. Alright, I'm pretty sure Alba got taken, but guess I'll just have Alfred take Shiva's stuff and leave him behind. In case I'm forgetting about Alba's actually dying or something. I don't know, I'm not going to go back and check if Alba got captured in the middle of a episode, that'd be dumb. Marty can escape though, that's pretty badass. Brighton keeps moving forward. Hicks at everyone. Yeah, blah blah. You know, if you like co-hosts, I might... Like, doing an entire Let's Play with the co-host might be a bit hard, but like, maybe I'll bring Wallace back one of these days. Neat. Maybe I'll bring Vark back one of these days. Who knows? Who can say? I kind of just like recording these when I feel like it. Like I said, late episode today, I always have them posted by 10 a.m., but this morning was just an extreme annoyance. As I said with the physics lab stuff, and it's like, ugh. But hopefully it all gets sorted out in the end. Alright, we should be able to escape with all the civilians this turn, so that's nice. And there we go. Finn, the human, can escape now. And so can Alfred. And let's see. Alright, Leaf only has 2 people left. So we can just, humna leave. Bye, Shiva. So the Empire's retaliation begins. And then we got a Master Seal. You know, this game's kind of wrapping up. I thought this Let's Play was taking a long time, but no, we only have like 4 chapters left. So that's fun. Alright, let's get the Master Seal and sell that shit. I don't need it. I don't need it. Where are you at? And there we go. Gonna employ Shanam this chapter and buy some of the final stuff we maybe need for the game. Sell, Master Seal, bye-bye. I mean, we have 14,000 gold. We have a lot to work with here. And with his bargain skill, that's even more than that. You know, I don't know who else has bargain in Fire Emblem. Like, I forgot, but most of the time I don't think it works in the convoy shop if there is one in that game. But if we go over to Shanam, like, armory, buy, like, the stuff is half priced compared to, you know, if someone else tries to buy it. And I don't think it works like that, because I remember trying it in another game and it didn't work like that. Oh, it was the silver card in Shadow Dragon, that's what it was. I had the silver card in my inventory. And you couldn't buy it at half price from the Battle Preps Armory. But with Shanam, that's just another utility he has. Like, let's say, you know, I'm running low on axes. Like, I made sure to capture enough in their early game to last me through the entire game. But like, say if you're a new player, you're not capturing that much stuff, you don't know that like 90% of your units are going to be X units, you might be running low on stuff. I think Shanam is just a good investment in general if you just need to buy shit at all. If like a plan goes wrong and you're like, oh, I need more Voluntaries. Like, sure, he sucks as a combat unit, but like, for what he does, he's good at it. And I think that's another good unit versus bad unit thing. Like, look at this guy's stats, you know, they're abysmal, but he has this, and like, he does nothing in the actual game except buy stuff, and I find him useful for that reason. But I suppose this conversation ties back to my FE6 randomizer, where like, even though Flyer only had 5 move, you know, she was still able to fly the Lord, Lilina over crevices sometimes. Anyway, sorry for going on a bit of a tangent there. I don't know, I like talking about Fire Emblem, it's neat to talk about. Leave a comment if you have anything to say about what I just said. Remember to subscribe if you like what you see, and bye-bye.